Hello. Hello. Good morning, and I know it's been some time since I did the live stream. That I'll quickly to spend some time online today. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible? All right, let me share my screen. All right, I think this screen is going to be a little different. So right now I'm at 24,100 and 23,900. I think both there was a massive decay. I think these red bars actually shows the decay. I will also share my this one. What is this? Trade flow. All right, so these are all the positions that I have. I know most of the decay has already happened, but then the starting of the day wasn't so easy. Let me show quickly the PNL chart here. I'll also tell you what was the rationale that I took these positions, right? So in fact, I did some exits and then again came back. That's the reason you got to see some bit of a flat lines here. But right now, I think compared to last couple of weeks, Nifty decay has been quite linear today. Especially last week, it was pretty much at this point of time. There was no decay. In fact, the prices were going up quite drastically. And morning, I saw there was some bit of a decay. In fact, morning also, I saw maybe I'll have to change my screen a little bit, and I will show you one more. I think I'll explain this. Screen. All right, so if I go here, so these are all the numbers, right? 24,100 CE and then 23,900 CE. This is Heikineshi, but let me go to normal, let's say candle. So this is Insta options. In case if you are not using this, this is at least quite useful, at least to look at how the decay is happening. So here I had put, I mean, obviously this is 1:1. I have a bit of a varied numbers, but I think that's all right. So 1:1, and then this is obviously if you're a seller, red is definitely favorable. So there was some bit of a I'll not say non-decay, but then this is basically the price movement, mainly because there was I think starting from 10 o'clock to 10:20 or 10:30, Nifty fell down. That's I mean, obviously when it fell down, there is an impact on the PE prices. In fact, this is where I started entering the trade actually. So yeah, so obviously there was after I entered, there was definitely constant decay. This is a 3-minute chart, and you can also do 1 minute. These are all the stochastic indicators. So typically what would happen is, again, this is not 100% sure, but then typically what would happen is whenever this is basically, this is 9-1-1-13-21-1-3-50-1-3. The numbers are, this is going to be quite sharp and this is a little slow. This is obviously a little slow. Generally, if any of these two, it reaches some bit of a peak, we can safely enter, which actually happened here, right? So suppose if I go here, and this is 1 minute actually. So technically if somebody enters here, there is a massive decay from here, and also here all the three did not happen, but then at least two there was a peak. So here also when somebody enters, there's going to be some bit of a decay. That's the rationale behind some of these trades that I took. And let me also look at what is happening to the I do have this in the one more index, but sorry, one more screen, but let me show here very quickly. I think I need to share this screen. All right. So, as I said, there was definitely some bit of a drop in the Fin Nifty. That's where the PE has some impact. But otherwise, I think the as of now, it looks quite stable to me. There is nothing that we need to be worried. And also, this seems to be definitely the bottom for today, which is about 23,951. I think anything below my view probably at least will not happen today. But then Fin Nifty we can never trust, and obviously if it actually breaks any of these, even if this breaks this 24,000, we need to be a bit careful on the 24,950. I think that's where it is. And then the top, I'm not seeing much of a definitely probability of going to top is quite low. The reason is from morning it's pretty much formed the lower lows and then the lower highs rather, but beyond that I do not see any higher highs being formed. I will also, let me quickly show you the open interest. Oops. These I'm not tracking for now. Yeah, open interest for today, 20, I think this is Nifty. Open interest for today, 24,000. Obviously got a highest open interest at this point of time. In fact, earlier there was, I think some time ago, I saw CE being at the highest, but I think the things got changed a little bit. I think let me look at, yeah, I think right now 24,000. I think the probability of this getting broken quite low, and then the upper side is 24,100. These are the two numbers. But then, as I said earlier, Fin Nifty is not an easy index to really trade. And I think last 4-5 weekly expiries, I think there were drastic moves. So maybe what I'm thinking is I will move one of my position. In fact, right now I'm at 24,100, 23,900. I'm actually moving my positions now. Let me again change my screen. All right, here you go. So right now I'm at 24,100 and then 23,900 PE. And I will actually, I mean, considering 24,000 is the biggest resistance, I will probably take this risk of moving this to 23,950, which I did just now. So right now my positions are at 23,950 and then 24,100. These are all the two positions that I'm tracking. And so I used a capital of about 2 crores, I think, 2.73, I believe. Oh, why available says negative? Let me just check. No, I think available is incorrect. I have used some capital for Bank Nifty for now. I will see. I mean, this is basically for tomorrow's expiry, not for today. Then I'll do some trades there. And I had, in fact, Nifty today morning, but then because of the margin, I ran out of the margin. I had to exit them to get the margin. And I have exited a lot of stocks when the market was bottom, mainly for the tax benefit, which I have been buying some stocks over the period of time. So right now I'm sitting on good amount of money, and that's where it is. So as of now, I think there is some bit of a drop in the profit, but that's all right. So I think I'll be able to manage. And right now I'm at 23,950, and then the 24,100 CE. And I think I'll have to keep an eye on the open interest definitely. So open interest right now 24,000 is at highest, almost like 1 crore. And then the last 5 minutes there were definitely some additions. So that's the reason, as I said, probability of that getting broken is quite low. And then the top side you have 24,100, but I think I'm okay to take the risk. That's the reason I took the risk of bringing this bit more closure, 24,000. But I'm not going to go to 24,000. The reason is it would be quite stressful to manage very close positions, and a good day I would have probably taken a straddle also, but right now I will not take. The reason is Nifty has been quite challenging to trade last couple of days, so that's the main reason. I think I will stay on here for some time. I think right now, Nifty is 24,005, which is very close to the maximum open interest that was written. And then we'll have to, as I said, we'll have to keep a good eye on this in case if it breaks. And I will not make any changes until unless it actually goes below 23,983. Let me also look at, yeah, I think the good news is the synthetic future is still positive, which is 24,017. I think that is definitely shows that there is some kind of an up move there. I think right now got about 3,000. So this is not dashboard. This is actually I use a tool called Trade Flow. That is the tool. So in fact, I do execute every orders through this one. If you are keen, I can actually show the sensible itself. But this is not definitely sensible. Let me actually, if you are very interested, let me show the sensible. All right. So this is the open interest, and then these are all the positions that I have right now. All right. So if everything goes well, it'll give a profit of about 5 lakhs, I think. I think that's the number for today. But yeah, I would probably exit little early. Again, I know I'm saying this multiple times, and Nifty we can never trust. So it's a very easy index to manipulate. So right now I have used, I did not use all my capital. I'm still left with some. And also I kept some money in the bank Nifty in case if I allow to accumulate some money here, I'll exit bank Nifty and then put it here. And I did have, as I said in the morning, I did have Nifty, some trades, and then I have to exit them mainly because I had to get the capital. So that's what it is. So I mean, sensible is a bit boring to see now. There is not much of a movement, 2.94, I think. I will switch back to trade flow. I think that's where the action would happen typically. All right, so this is trade flow. I think, yeah, I did show the positions anyway. That's fine. And as of now, it's very straightforward. And the quantities are 13,500 and 12,800. And yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, so December month I did have, today morning I have exited mainly because I have to get some capital. I will again re-enter them later today because I ran out of the capital. So I think December I had 24,000, 23,500 PE, and then the 25,000 CA. I think that's what I remember. Thank you so much. So right now, Nifty is at about 24,015, and it just formed the. I think it's. I'll not call higher low, but then yeah, it definitely took some support at 24,000. So let's see what would happen. I think these are all the positions that I had, but then I have exited today morning mainly because, as I said, I ran out of the capital. So that's the reason. I'll probably re-enter in the later in the day. Let's see. Okay, let me in fact show this. this one once. 1 second. Right. I'll come back to trade flow. I want to show the chart very quickly. Not chart, the. All right. So this is FinNifty. Okay, I'm not. I just changed because a lot of people are asking the white screen. 1 second. Where is this? I think I'll have to go back to. Okay, let me stay here for now, or a little darker. No, this doesn't make sense. Okay, these numbers are not visible. I'm not sure how to change them. All right, I think we are good. And these lines are not visible now. Lines. All right, I think these lines are not so visible, but that's all right. I will explain very. So this is L3 right now, Camarilla, and then this is L2. Right now there is some support at L3, and this is the pivot point, and I think anything above this, there's going to be some bit of knock move. But right now, as I said, the possibility of FinNifty going below 24,000 or expiring below 24,000 is very, very low. The reason is the open interest is quite massive out there. Go back to black. I think I'll stay with black. Maybe I'll set this up a little later, not today. All right. Okay. This is easy to read now. Okay. As I said, 24,000 is definitely the good massive support. The reason is there is a heavy loaded open interest. Which indicator, Nilesh? Which indicator? I'm not sure. So this is Camarilla pivot points, and you can actually see here Camarilla pivot auto. I'm not using anything else for now. That is the only indicator that I'm using, and I will stay here for now. So I had put some alerts here. It's basically 24,983. This is one of the support we have. If this breaks, then we'll have to. It might probably fall back to the today's lowest. So that's the reason I had put there, and I'll leave it there. So right now, if you join bit late, my positions are 24,100. The quantity is 12,800, and the P side 23,950, and quantity is 13,500. And I have obviously hedges, but those hedges are mainly for the namesake, not to make any money there. As far as the market, I think if you are selling, as I said, I would actually go with the 23,300 P, which is obviously the lowest that market actually reached right now. But if you want to be a little adventurous, you can get on to 23,500 or 24,000 also. Again, not a recommendation, but obviously it depends on your risk management and risk appetite, right? So, but 23,300 seems to be, my view, quite safer. And even in case if there is a market fall, you can always substantiate with some of the call positions or whatever. But right now, as I said, today later in the day, I will sell those positions and then leave it there. But I think probably I will not enter December right now. I will wait for the Thursday expiry. So right now, in fact, I had some positions on the Nifty also. But then, as I said, because of the margin, I lacked the margin. How to close them? I was at 1 second. I'll tell you. I'm opening my one more screen. So Nifty weekly positions, I was at Nifty weekly. Yeah, I was at 23,800 and then 24,500. But as I said, I had to close them to get the margin. But I'll re-enter them later in the day. So I also have very small positions on Bank Nifty, which are at 51,500 PE and then 53,000 CE. Those are the two positions that I have. Is Tradeflow allowed? No, Tradeflow doesn't allow the backtesting. No, it doesn't have the backtesting capability. I think backtesting, you have very good platforms, right? You have algotest.in, and then you also have the, what is it? I forgot the one more I used to use earlier. Algotest is my view quite good. There is a stock mark or something that is also a good place, and but my suggestion is to not to blindly believe the backtesting results, because the reality versus the backtesting would be very different. I know there are a lot of cartoons around this on this, right? So backtesting and the real, the reason is backtesting, there are no emotions. It's emotionless testing, right? But in the real world, it doesn't work like that. So there are a lot of emotions that would actually flow. All right. I should remove this. So I have only one alert right now, which is basically in case if Nifty falls, that's around 23,982, which is around this level, which was there was a fall and then some bit of a support. In fact, I can actually move this here, which is 23,995, I think. Yeah, let's see how. So right now, this indicator actually showing it's a neutral, which is actually at least good for me. I do not want Nifty to go either overbought or oversold, which in fact will have a lot of impact on the premiums. Being a seller, neutral is always good. So right now, the profit reached about 3.5, I think. I will check that in a moment. And but I think today, if you're a seller, there is a good amount of decay, which is definitely good news compared to last couple of days. And no, I do not use VWAP much. The reason is these volumes, it's a little difficult to gauge because India markets, there are a lot of manipulation, right? So a lot of times these volumes, they're not true representation of the what is, especially the expiry day VWAP is quite tricky. As I said, there is a lot of manipulation. These volumes definitely doesn't represent the true value. But then if you're doing a long-term investment or even a positional trade, definitely my view, that would be quite useful, keeping away the intraday volatility and other things. All right, so I think there is not much happening. I'll actually go back to trade flow again. All right. So as I said, the 24,000 is mostly safe. I'm not expecting that to be broken. But on the top, I'm at 24,100. We'll have to see if that is going to have any challenges. So I will also add one more alert, which is at 24,050, 24,050. In case if market actually moves up, I need to be a bit careful. I think there are two alerts that I have, and then there is one condition that I have put here. This is very simple condition. This is basically, as you can see here, I'm not sure if it's visible to you. It's basically what would happen is, in case the last traded price of these two, let's say this is right now 9 plus 6, right? So which is about let's say 9 plus 7, which is about 15. I think, let me just do a custom. Yeah, it's about 14. No, I think I need to change this. It's about 16.75, right? When the difference becomes 8, let's say if it goes to, for example, if it goes to 16, and then this actually, I mean, this obviously will not become 8, but then in case if it becomes 8, then or let's say if it goes to 14, and then this becomes it says at 6, which is 8 is the difference. That point of time, this PE will actually get moved to 24,000. That's the only condition that I have put right now. But anyway, I'm monitoring, so in case if I have to change, I will change. But right now, that is the only condition that I have. So maybe when this and then this becomes equal, this price, which is 24,000, and then the 9, this becomes, let's say 10, this becomes 10, I might move this one, these positions to 24,000. But right now, I will not move until that happens. So I think the market trend, it's basically the price action is the best way to look at, and there are a lot of patterns that one can use. You'll have to, I mean, there are a lot of YouTube videos actually. I can probably send you one link, also ping me in Twitter. There are definitely some brilliant videos people had put across on the YouTube, and if you have Udemy license, you can buy some price action thing that would give you some good amount of trend, and also the open interest that will actually give you some good amount of idea what is happening. Let me take you through something which is interesting. Let's say let's go to because this is very interesting, right? So let's look at let's say Nifty, you have expiry, right? So Nifty expiry, if you look at the open interest, actually it shows 24,300. Probably the below that is the most probable expiry, and then PCR is obviously 1.0, which is basically the flat kind of a thing. Let's say even if it breaks, let's take it as 24,000, right? So right now we're at 24,200, and to go to 24,300, it's basically I think very small percentage, probably 0.25 or whatever, that kind of a number. But let's look at what would influence Nifty. So first is obviously HDFC Bank. Let's go to HDFC Bank and then look at the open interest. So right now, this seems to be the one of the biggest resistance, and after that you have this one, and the percentage of points, again, this is very close, right? This is the probability of probably HDFC closing above 1780 is very low, which is I think it's about 6 or 7 points, right? So that is one thing that you can look at. You can also look at Reliance. Reliance, obviously 13,000 is the is the deadline. I don't think it's going to go beyond that. This is basically the expiry thing, right? So the probability of this going above this is very low. And then let's look at INFI. Yeah, INFI is bit of all over the place, so we can't take this as it doesn't give us any confirmation. But then let's go to LNT. LNT also has a massive resistance at 37, and this is pretty much at this point, and the probability of this actually expiring above this is very low. And then you also have the ITC, one of the biggest thing in the ITC also, PCR is low, and then this, again, the probability of this going above this is very low. By looking at all these things, I think probably you can look at the top 10 stocks in the index, and then look at what is the PCR and what is the what could be the probability of this particular stock going above or below, then I think you'll get some good idea of the trend. And PCR for HDFC 0.6, which is obviously bearish. And then you also have the HDFC bank. Sorry, let's go to Reliance. So Reliance also, the PCR is 0.5. Again, the probability of this actually breaking is very low. And then you also have the, let's say, TCS. TCS PCR is 1.1. So this is going to be a tricky thing. And INFI also 0.8, which is again the bearish one. LNT also 0.7. You have ITC. Again 0.5. You have HCL Tech. HCL Tech again 0.7. So I think this will give you some bit of at least for the expiry, it will give you some bit of a confirmation. But right now, my view, Nifty expiring above 24,500 is very unlikely, even if I have to do a strategy, right? Let me quickly do a strategy on the Nifty side. Okay, I forgot to watch. Okay, it's 3.48. So if you look at Nifty, if you do 24,500 and then let's do a, so this is actually giving you about 84% probability, and then I get about 3.1% returns. And also, as I say, there are multiple obstacles for us to reach here. In fact, today, when the market is actually closing about 320 or so, when I close for Nifty, when I get the margin, I'm going to do this CE call and then leave it there. That way we will be able to make some money. The beauty of CE is it also acts like a covered call, right? So in case if market moves up, your portfolio obviously goes up. And then maybe you lose some money on the options, but that's all right. But in case of the market falls, you will make massive money on the CE calls. Usually the CE premiums are a little bit higher than the PE premiums, so that typically happens. Yeah, so that's what which you can actually really look at. So right now, Nifty is still at 24,036, and let me go back to, okay, you are taking close trades. Yeah, so this is basically today's expiry, right? So, and also, I mean, usually the expiry days, the premiums are decaying. The open interest would actually work, but the open interest doesn't work when the premiums are not decaying. That's only one thing that I learned from the experience. But today, what is happening, right? So premiums are decaying quite a bit. So, but then let's say when the market is actually moving up this way, you can't really use open interest as an indicator. But today, technically, we can use. So I do not see any challenge out here. In fact, this I need to move to 950. All right. So there is some bit of a up move on the CE side. So I need to be a bit careful. The reason is Nifty is about to, as I said, I had put a alert at 24,050. And I also said that in case this 24,000, this one, right? So in case of this 20, so let me show this. Okay, I think I can move now. As I said, when these two comes to close, I will actually move. So right now I'm actually moving to 24,000. So I have only 100 points right now, but I think that risk I'll have to take. Otherwise, let's look at this one. All right, so I'm here right now. So we have two positions, and this is Alexa mute. Alexa mute. All right. So I think this is actually 13, and then that's okay. I think it's just 400 points difference. Maybe I'll make it equal so that I will. It's basically 700 points I need to add. 700 quantity. All right. So right now, both are of the same quantity. I think I'll probably make it 500. This is fine. All right. So I think one more thing that I observed was, let's put 3 minutes, and then typically if this Heiken-Ashi candle, if there are two consecutive greens, I usually want to exit. The reason is the premiums would be going up quite a bit. And right now I'm okay. So right now these two are equal, and then this is 10, this is 10, almost similar. And also the decay is happening quite linearly, which is also good news. And this is a Heiken-Ashi candle, not the regular one. And if I go to the regular one, yeah, this is what it is, but I will stay on the Heiken-Ashi candle. So as I said, in case if it actually shows two greens, I'll have to exit the trade. The reason is there could be the premium decay probably is not happening, but then a lot of people wanted to increase the premium. So yeah, so I do close trades only when I monitor. Otherwise, I will not do it. And intraday, you must monitor. There is no way that you can actually automate and then do. That's not possible. But if it is a positional, you can always leave it there. But intraday, you must be sitting in front of the screen. So intraday is like a baby of less than 1 year, right? We do not know what the baby does, so it's the same philosophy. But positional trade, it's okay. Positional trade, probably you might lose some money here and there, but you always have the plenty of time to really recover. So that's the one reason that positional trades you can always take some risk, but intraday you can't take risk. Intraday, I would never leave the trade without I would never do an unattended trade. So right now, let me also share my, probably I'll share the positions here. So these are all the positions that I have right now. Which is, I have exited all these positions for now. There are about, how many positions we have? That's about 11 positions, I think. Out of that, right now, these are all the only live positions that I have, which are 24,000 PE and then 24,100 CE. This is a very simple strangle, and the quantity is definitely a little higher. So, but I will stay on these trades for now. So I think this tool is, my view, quite useful. Insta options, maybe I think it is probably why Pulse also got this kind of a thing. But I found this is good. The only thing is it doesn't have. I mean, it has definitely the moving average, some of those things, but it will give you some good sense of what is happening. It also got the VWAP. I know some of you asked me earlier. VWAP is this one somewhere here, but VWAP is quite far here. And I mean, I have in one more screen, I have the not the Heiken-Ashi, but the normal one, just to see what is happening. We'll have to look at the total premium decay, especially for a seller. For us, the decay is very important, and how the premiums are actually getting crushed. That's which we need to definitely monitor, and also we need to keep one eye on the chart itself. But right now, I think the Nifty, it tries to do a bit of a higher highs after a low of 23,950 at about 10:20. I think that's the in fact 10:20 time, I was not in the trade, so apologies. I was not in the trade. I had a CE position only, and then I have exited. So that's the reason I did not really get into any losses there. But if somebody is in the trade that point of time, they would have lost some good amount of money. All right. So right now, this is about 19 rupees. One second, I think it's not 19. It's this actually shows a wrong number, not the real number, right? Yeah, it's about 20 rupees, 20.65, I think. So you also have a option to put the line. This is also good. This looks like a heartbeat in the hospital. But good thing is, as you can see, right, there was a massive decay that happened from the morning. Let me get rid of these lines. This is VWAP. This is definitely below VWAP right now, and it only crossed VWAP. Let me put 1 minute chart. Yeah, this actually crossed VWAP multiple times, I think, today. Sorry, it opened at yeah, it crossed only once, and then the second one is at about 10:20, and then 10:30. I think after that it's pretty much stayed below this, and I think there were some people also says that once this goes up and then come down, you can definitely do a trade here. But then, as I said, there is nothing certain in the life, right? So some of these things will give some good indication of where you can enter the trade. So this is GMAT week. This is actually Insta options. This is actually free. I use my Fire's ID here, right? So let me post here. Oops. I don't trade on the Fires, but I use Fires to log into this one right now. Yeah, check this and all right. So right now there is no green at all, which is obviously good for us being a seller. As I said, in case if I see two consecutive greens, so there is a high probability that there's going to be some bit of an up move. So which actually happened today, right? So here, today 9, yeah, it happened here, but again it substaged after that, and then after that again there was a up move, and then again it came down. So right now, this actually shows that there is not much of a movement that is going to be happening for now. So these are all the positions that I have: 24,000 and then 24,100, and right now overall profit shows 3.5, I think, and I think that's moving. Maybe let me share my trade flow again. Yeah, typically when I put alerts, I know some of you asked, would I can't you look at the screen? The answer is no. I also have a which is this Kindle with me. I keep reading some books. That way it's going to be a bit of a time pass rather than looking at the screen all the times. But as soon as you get to hear a trigger, you will have to act on it. And one more thing that I tend to do, I think this is also a good way. Let me show something which is again interesting. So here I can put a condition. So this is basically 24,100 CE and then 24,000 PE. And then I'll put a condition saying that if the premium is greater than, the combined premium is greater than 2, I would actually sell something. I'll sell very small quantity. This actually gives you the trigger. And also obviously it will probably give you some money also. And then I'll also sell something here. Let's say. So this also give you that sound in case if I miss anything. Kite gives that sound, right, when something is buying or selling. That way I will actually not to look at the screen all the times. I'm still left with, I think, some very small margin. I have to reduce my margin because I have to give money to my house. So I'll probably build the capital down the line a bit more. So in Bank Nifty, I have 56 lakhs as the margin right now. I'll keep that right now. I'm not planning to do anything with that. I will probably use that in case if something goes wrong. But for now, I'm not going to use that capital at all. So that's the plan at this point of time. Nilesh, if you're still in the still in the stream, that's not volume. That's actually stochastic indicator. All right, I think there is nothing else is happening. So right now, Nifty after the lower low, let me go back to all right. So this is the lowest point for today, right? So after that, it started picking up. Let me draw one trend line here. So I added alert on the trend line also in case if this breaks, we'll have to see. And I think top, it's okay. Top we'll be able to manage, not a problem. This is 15 minutes chart for now. Let me also look at what is happening with the linear regression. Yeah, I think this is exactly same as a linear regression chart. I think I'll put 10 minutes here. All right. In case if this trend line breaks, we'll get an alert, which would give us some good sense of what is happening. But right now, I'm not using the linear regression. Because linear regression I'm not using because there was a massive gap up here. Some of these numbers wouldn't be very accurate. That's the only reason. So stochastic, it actually is showing a bit of an upward trend, and it has to reach the top to see any kind of reversal. We'll have to wait for some time. So right now the reversal took place around this area, which is about 10:20 time, and the reversal started from here. Right now it is still the bullish, and we will see what is happening. What is happening to Nifty is definitely fell down quite drastically, I think. One second, let me just check Nifty. What is happening with Nifty? Yeah, there is some bit of recovery, but I think it's not as we wanted. Okay, that's all right. So Nifty 24,000 still seems to be quite stronger. I'm guessing it will expire somewhere around this area only. The reason is you also see some, I'll not say a lot of puts, but then definitely some good amount of puts here. But there is a high probability that it will expire between 24,000 and then 24,100. That's where my positions are also there. Let's see. This is a 5 minutes one, but if I go back to full day, there are a lot of calls were written today. Sorry, puts were written starting from pretty much here. The OI show OI change. Just yeah, I think this is OI change only. Sorry. Yeah, you got to see started at about 9.9 lakhs, but then today OI change is about close to how much 9 point almost like 1 crore puts were written, I think, today. Trade flow, in fact, they have their own website or own YouTube channel, but I can do that sometime. If you want, I can do straight away also if you're online, and maybe let me do that very quickly. That will also help me to watch what is happening. So I know it's a quite complicated to more than complicated. I think this got too many options one can play around, right? So right now I use this for mainly for the execution. Then, as I said, I had put only one condition. Likewise, there are a lot of conditions here. Probably I'll go with the very simplest one. The simplest one is this one: when the price difference between these two, for example, in this case, is 50%, then one of the leg that is at the lower side, it will actually come closer. Let's say, let me explain this again. So right now the difference is 17, and then let's say the difference between this leg is 10 rupees and this leg is 7 rupees, right? Difference between these two, and it becomes 8 rupees. Then the lower leg actually comes bit closer. What I mean by that is, for example, if 10 becomes 15, and then this actually, or maybe 10 becomes 17, this or 18, this remains same, then the difference between these two, or this becomes 8 means about 14, and this becomes 6, then 14 is 8. Then that point of time, this CE actually move from 24,100 to 24,050. That's what the condition. But likewise, you have multiple other conditions also, right? So you also have this price action in case if the price moves. So let's say 10 rupees either up or down, it will also make the changes. But right now, I think it would be difficult to explain all the features, but I suggest you to ping me in Twitter. I will direct you to TradeFlow YouTube channel. They have video for all the features. That would definitely give you some good sense. And also the beauty is you can also do paper trade on this. So maybe I'll do one paper trade, right? So paper trade, you can use unlimited money. So so I'm doing a paper trade now. So let's do bank Nifty, and then I will say paper trading. So I click this, right? So, and then start. So this is not the real money, it's a paper trade. And you can actually see how, I think I know some of you asked if you can do back testing, but you can't do back testing. But this is basically the testing in the live market, right? So let's say you do a straddle right now, you can sell the straddle, and you also do maybe some bit of a hedge here. This actually says that you need to have 90 lakhs as the capital, but right now I'm on the straddle. This is paper trading, obviously. This is not the real money, right? So with this, you can play around whether your strategy works or not, and then see if you have to make any changes. So here you can also put some conditions. Auto SL is about 20%, right? So right now I put a condition. So this 20% came automatically, and then let me explain. This is an important one, right? So right now you actually sold for 233, and then you sold PE for 193, and then 20% is the thing, and this 20% of this is 286, and 20% of this is about 228, because you are selling to the upside. And then whenever it reaches the 20%, one leg will automatically exit, and then that's it. That leg will actually gets closed. And then this TSL is trailing stop loss. Right now, what we did was we took a benchmark as 233 rupees. If the price goes below 233, this actually will be the trailing stop loss also will this become 280.60, it will become 285. And same thing here. Here it's 190. In case if it goes to, let's say, 185, this actually, which is 5 points below, right? So this will become 220. Now, as you can see, this actually reduced. So the trailing stop loss also you can apply. So that's where you will be able to do a lot of automation without you spending a lot of time in front of the screen. That's a good advantage. So I'll leave the paper trading for now and then see what's going to happen to this particular trade a little later. But this is paper trade. This is not the real money. I just wanted to be very sure. Yeah, so right now we're at 3.88, I think, what is happening. So it's my view, it's definitely getting some consolidation. I think why there is a change in the, let me just check. I think it's pretty much, as I said, I will only exit this in case if I see two Heiken-Ashi continuous green, then I'll exit the trade. The reason is that actually gives me some good sense that it's something is going to happen. So trade flow, they charge about 60,000 for 6 months, I think, or maybe around that. I think probably I'll have to check with Amit. It's I usually take for 1 year, so. Yeah, it's about that cost. In fact, I met Amit some time back. He's a good guy, so you should probably connect with him and then check with him. They also have their website. Actually, I can give you the website. I don't. By the way, I don't get any benefit of promoting trade flow. Just that I like this tool, so that's the only reason. This one. I'm seeing trading, and it does not matter whether you're it's a great learning. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's anyway. Today market is my view little okay. As I said, I wasn't in the trade when the market fell down because usually Nifty has been quite tricky to trade, right? So I was only on the C side, so in the morning. But if it is a bad day, then I would have been doing a lot of firefighting by this time. But right now, I think it's okay. Yeah, I will try to come. It's a GMAT week. I'll try to come sometime. I mean, I wasn't well last month, so I kind of recovered now. So that's the reason I thought I'll spend some time. And it's always good to meet people and then share our thoughts and then also learn from all of you. That's definitely a good learning experience. And I mean, here obviously, at least I know a lot of people told me also. At least my YouTube channel, you will only get what is real. There is nothing fake. It's whatever you see is 100% truth. And again, my intention of YouTube is to not to make any money. Obviously, if I get some money, that's great. But it's basically interacting a lot of people and see if we can make some difference to maybe some of you, if not all of you. All right. So there is nothing happening right now. And also, Insta options, I will share that in a moment. And this is a good tool, I feel. I think it's not very popular compared to Sensible, but I like these features, their features quite a bit. So right now I'm using free version. So as you can see, there is a little bit of green happening there. This is Heiken-Ashi. And as I said, if there are two greens, I would probably exit the trade. And if it is red, I will stay on. This is 3 minutes candle, by the way. And VWAP is very far. Usually morning time I would probably wait for a VWAP to hit, but right now I can't wait because VWAP is like 74.7, which means that I'm going to lose all the money. Yeah, this would be a good indicator, which is the 5 minutes moving average. And in case if let's say if it hits about 18, I think then probably I'll make it as there is one more 20. Or 9 I'll put. All right. So I will exit. I think this is too far. 24 is too far, but I think I'll have to exit when it reaches maybe 20. Combined premium 20. And also I have put a condition here in case probably not 20, 21, I think. I'll put a condition in case if the combined premium reaches to 20, I will sell some more. That's the plan right now. But right now, I think I'm very confident that FinNifty will not break 24,000. And there are two reasons, right? One thing is if I go back to open interest, this is right now 1.4 crores, 1.48 crores, which is quite massive. And this is only the biggest strike price that we have from the put side. And I think only one caution is there are a lot of people writing the puts here, which means that there could be some bit of in case of a fullback, it could be. But then PCR also is equally poised, 1.0. That is definitely a good sign. And the second one is, I think there one more thing that I saw. I think, yeah, open interest is one. And yeah, second one is, where is the chart? All right. Okay, I think this kind of broken. Let me redraw the channel. All right, let's put it here. And then I'll also add, I think we had a condition, but I don't think they did not. Okay, all right, I think we'll stay here for now. 24,000. 24, I think that's fine. In case if Nifty crosses below, which is 24,000, there is going to be definitely some kind of a down move. But Nifty typically what would happen is toward the expiry time, there would be a lot of volatility. There you can see, let's say, 50 points moving upside down within one or 2 minutes, right? So ideally, that point of time we shouldn't be trading. So we should be exiting the trade. Okay, I think I'm not sharing the screen. Okay, this is the channel that I have right now, and this is a trend line rather. We need to be very cautious on the 24,000. Let's see. Arsh, I will give the feedback to Amit, definitely. The initial expiry days to facing 2% means 2K or I know. I think it's basically technically the calculation says is for the same trade earlier if you're using a margin of 1 lakh, now we need another 2,000 there. That's all. I did not calculate, so I did trade, and then I mean these things we don't have any control, right? So there is no meaning in really cribbing and then calculating, etc. It's waste of time, my view. Whatever it is there, I think just go with that and then see. Because for me, even doing that calculation, then see what is coming down, what is going up, it's waste of time because you don't have any control on that. So you can only, even if you know something is bad, wrong, you can't do anything. It's better to not to do anything, and then you play with whatever the margin that the broker gives. That's it. So this is actually not moving much. Let me again go back to trade flow. So you can actually see the PNL here. Yeah, so pretty much from 11:30 to now is at about 12:13, I think. So pretty much it's moved only a few points. Very, very small movement here. I think even the, what do you say, Nifty also did not move much. I think that is also one reason. There is not much of a decay that is happening right now. So as I said in the morning, I wasn't in the massive trade in the morning when the market fell down. That's the reason I could save some money. But then, yeah, it had some fall. Maximum loss I saw today was about 60,000, I think. But right now it is okay. Let's right now it is about 3.8 lakhs. Let's see. So I'm left with another 58,000, which I had put in Bank Nifty. I hope the decay is happening there, but in case it is required, I will bring that money. But right now, I will be happy with this money. Agree. I mean, if you're actually if you're not trading with at least 1 crore, it doesn't make sense to get there. But I think if you're doing with a 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, maybe it doesn't make sense because profits itself would be in the lower side, right? So if you're trading it with 1 crore, I think it's definitely be useful. I think only one time it reached 4 lakhs. I think that's what I saw. Yeah, I think somewhere here about 12 o'clock, 12:05, around that. So right now, as I said, I have only one condition here. Let's see if that condition is going to be met. I had one more condition, less than 16, you sell something, but I think it did already. I think you got to see some trades here. I'm going to add some additional hedges. So I'm left with only 10 lakhs capital right now, which I think is sufficient to execute these two trades in case of something, in case any of these things would be hitting. All right. So here the condition is in case of the combined premium goes above 18, I'm going to sell 200. And if it goes below 14, again, I'm going to sell 200. So that's the condition. Let's see if this condition is going to be met. I did not check my portfolio today. In case if you are in the stocks, if you're buying the stocks, I think Cochin Shipyard reached its upper circuit after many days, which I hold some positions. And also there is a company called Sagility, which is a healthcare provider, which actually I think the IPO happened almost 10 or 15 days ago. And that also reached upper circuit. So yesterday's pullback, I think, is mainly because of the MSCI rebalance, and I saw massive volumes written yesterday, especially in HDFC, BSC, Clan Jewelers, and Voltas, Uber Reality. I think they're the four first, and also there is Alchem Labs. These are the stocks that saw huge volume yesterday. Technoplast. Okay, let me. I think Technoplast, a few of my friends are owning, but I never bought this Technoplast. Technoplast. Okay. Okay, I bought some stocks of Technoplast. Let's see what's going to happen. So this difference is actually now increasing. The reason is why what is happening. The premiums, I think, are increasing. I think that gives me a lot. I need to look at the my 5 years thing or insta options. What is happening there? 3 minutes. I think it is still green. Sorry, still red. So as I said, if there are two greens, I will exit, but otherwise I will not exit. So there was one green, but right now it is red again. Yeah, there are two greens now. Okay, so and also the condition was met. All right. So right now my positions are more to 24050, 2400 P. So which means that I need to move this here. All right. So I know I'm in a tightrope right now, which I need to be very, very, very careful, extremely careful rather. I think any up move would. So here for sure, in case if there are probably at least one green, I need to be very, very cautious. So this is 1 minute one. 1 minute, I think that is. All right. So one green is coming. It's gone. This is not a good peak, so I don't think I need to be much worried. All right, so the combined premium of these two is at about 22 right now. It's 21.85, and so I will actually put some condition greater than 23, sell 200, less than 18. So sell 200. Let's see. So I had put a condition in case if it goes to 23, I'm going to sell some more. And same in case if it actually falls to 18, I'm going to sell some more. That's the condition. So right now it's at 22.100000. This is Heiken-Ashi. The calculation of Heiken-Ashi is a little different than the real values. So let's wait for some time and then see what is happening. So Kranti Prasad, I bought Technoplast. Let's see if it goes up, I'll give it to you. I heard about this. Some of my friends were owning, but I never bought this actually. So this is my final position right now. I'm not going to make it as a strand right now, at least today. I'm not going to do that, and I'll stay here. And let's see, because bills are quite stressful to manage on the expiry day. But I'll stay here in case, as I said, I think I also can do. I'm thinking probably I do not want to get into too much of a stress today. Let's say auto sell. So this is basically 40%. I'm going to do this straight away in case if okay, I think I'm not sharing my screen. Let me go back to trade flow. All right. So what I did was I have moved my positions to 24,050 and then 24,000, which are very, very close. And I removed this condition because I do not want to make it as a straddle right now. And the only condition that I have put was 40% SL. Maybe I'll show, I'll probably put 50% SL. All right. So it's 50% SL in case if market, this actually goes to 14 or this goes to 18, I'm going to exit. And also I'm going to put a trailing stop loss. And that would actually protect from at least from not getting into massive losses. That's all. So that is the only condition that I have right now. And then I also have a small condition here in case if it is greater than 23, I'm going to, the comment premium, I'm going to sell another 200. And again, this is very probably 4 lots, I think, or less than that, I think. And then 4 or 5 lots. And then less than 18, it's sell again 20. The reason I had put very small, at least it'll give that sound. In case if I'm looking at some other direction, it will actually give me that thing saying that, okay, something is happening. So that's the main reason. So FinNifty, what is happening FinNifty? Yeah, there is not much of things are happening in FinNifty. So right now the combined price is about 21.215, and I have a condition in case if it is 23, I'm going to sell some more, and if it is 18 also, I'm going to sell some more. 18 is obviously good for me, which means that I'm going to gain some profits definitely. 23 is mainly for the alert perspective, so that I'll be a bit cautious in case if I'm not looking at the screen. That's the main reason. So right now there is definitely massive decay, at least good amount of decay, not say massive. I'm looking at my one more screen. All right, the price is actually now below 21, which is good news. The combined premium rather, not price, sorry. All right, so what is happening? So 20.921. Okay, there is Nifty is also not moving much, and but I'm a bit worried. What would happen is after 1 o'clock or maybe 2 o'clock, right? There could be massive moves. That point of time I will have to probably exit. So right now, again, my thumb rule is because I'm very close to. I have only 50 points to play around, right? So in case the Heikinashi for the premium, in case the 3 minutes one, at least one green candle, I will look at exiting. And I think that's the virtual condition I had put myself. Let's see.
You disabled this skill. Please enable it in the Alexa app.
All right, any questions from anyone? Anything that you want to, not only questions, but you can also share your views if you have anything that you think can be done better. Thing is, this is not actually moving anywhere. It's stuck at about 4 lakhs. But generally, today premiums are quite low. Generally, what I had seen is when the premiums are low, the manipulation usually wouldn't happen. And I think the Friday I was trading Sensex, and Sensex premiums weren't decaying until 2:45 p.m. So pretty much the premium, even on the P side and C side, the decays were quite strong. And I was actually in losses till 2:45, and then after that I gained a good amount of money. But today that's not the case. The premiums were decaying quite good, which is a good news. I think the first time or second time we did reach 4 lakhs. I think. I hope this would sustain. But I need to be quite careful now. I need to watch out for any drastic moves by Nifty. I think that's very important. Um, agree. So I think that's a good input, Pradeep. I will exit mostly, but then I'll keep some trades, not fully. At least I'll keep a few trades and then see what is happening. So for now, as I said, the only rule that I have put was 1 second. Yeah, I just said in case if this thing, right? Let me share my other screen. So any of this candle becomes a green, then I'll have to look at exiting the trade. So that's the plan for now. This is Heikinashi and yeah, let's see how it goes, and I'll stay here for now. So right now, as you can see, right, any of these things, they did not really show any up move or any drastic move from 10:30, I think, the stochastic indicators. Even if I go back to 1 minute, I think there were some moves here and there, but then they're not very drastic. I think this is only one thing that I see right now. But right now, I think 11:30, there was something, 11, about 11:40, I think, 11:40 what happened. So 11:40, if Nifty moved from 24,000 to 24,550, I think. But beyond that, there is no other reason. There is no other spike there. And then 3 minutes, I think, is pretty much flat, except this particular move, which was again at 11:30, 11:40. That's the time when Nifty moved a little bit. I think I was online anyway at that point of time. We did not make any changes. But right now, as I said, because I'm very close trade, so I will even if one green, I will be a bit cautious. So let's see. I mean, this particular thing, I not seen anybody is using. Probably I'm the first one to show this, but this is a little tricky to use it. So in case if you find it useful, check it. And also these stochastic indicators at varied numbers, it will give you a good sense of the movement, right? So whether it is, so right now I'm okay. The reason is from here it's pretty much flat, so there is not much to worry. And this is the orange one is quite dangerous, and also useful also. Let's say if you're not in the trade, and then imagine that you got into the trade at the peak, for example, here, you would make massive money if you're a seller. And there is one more peak here again. The only caution and challenge is sometimes these peaks are not sustain. I mean, these peaks, in fact, will not sustain here. Sorry, these peaks will sustain for a long time. That point of time we'll end up losing money, but otherwise today the premiums are also decaying quite easily, right? So that's the one reason that today is okay. Let me take one question. Can you please share the reason? I think strike selection, I'm not sure because what time you joined. In fact, I started this at 2402, sorry, 24,200. Then I have slowly moved to closer to the spot price. So that's what happened. This also, right now I'm at 24,000, but then I started with 23,900. And then as the day progresses, I move to bit closure. And I know this close is not recommended. It's definitely quite dangerous, but because I'm in front of the screen, right? So I can exit the trade at any point of time. And also, as I said, I had put a virtual condition for myself in case if this becomes green, one green or two greens, I'll take a call depending on the profit that I get that point of time. I will exit the trade. Sir, which indicator stochastic RSI? Oh, so this is basically stochastic indicator. You can see here, right? STOC. This one, not RSI. This one. I think. Sorry. So I made some changes to that indicator to look. These are all, if you observe, these are all Indian flags. I did this on August 15th. I'm continuing. So this is green, white, and then orange, right? So I think I made some changes here in the style. So I got rid of the percentage D, and then other things I had put, and the color I had put for the percentage K. That's the only change that I did. And also this I made as an area, just to show that there is, I mean, you can get rid of that area and then you can show line also. But area seems to be quite more, what to say, impactful. That's the reason I made it area. All right, so I think this is 5013, this is 2113, this is 913. That's all. You can use, I mean, there is nothing like you need to use this. You can use what works for you, and then you need to stick to those what works for you. That's all. There is no rocket science there. I think I answered that. All right, then I think now 12:38. I think probably I'll. So let me show the final screen, and then I'll take some rest. Maybe I'll stay till 1 o'clock. And Pradeep mentioned that there could be some bit of a challenge at 1 o'clock. Let's see if that happens, then I'll have to exit. And Pradeep is absolutely right. And the Nifty has been a challenging. Super challenging, not even challenging. I just posted in Twitter, so I'll wait for some time. No, I do not take per trade. Per trade is very difficult to calculate, but per day definitely. But then not that I'm very disciplined where I stick to that. I think one of the challenge with me is in case, let's say, if I get into 5 lakhs losses, right? I try to recover it. Sometimes the 5 lakhs will become 10 lakhs. But generally, I think 2% is the risk that I would take per day, either on the bottom side. So, for example, if I'm putting, let's say, 3 crores and 2% is about, let's say, I mean, 5 crores actually. So it's about 10 lakhs risk that I would take. Alerts. Yeah. So trade flow, there are no alerts, but then it's a conditions, right? So what I did was here, if you see this place, right? So I'm not sure if you're able to, I don't think I can zoom this, but see what is happening here. I had put a condition. This condition is basically the call is 24050. The last traded price is 10 rupees. And then it just got executed here. So the combined price is below 18. I'm going to sell. I mean, that will give you, I mean, execution sound, not necessarily a alert sound like trade flow, right? At least I know that something is happening. In case if I'm not looking at the laptop, I know that something is getting executed. So that's the main reason, but that's not an alert as such. But I'll give a feedback to Amit, probably give some sound rather than this one. So right now, I had put one more condition in case if it is below 16, I'm going to sell some more. That's the condition. And if it is about 23, again, I'm going to sell this. I think my view, The top is more dangerous. The reason is the price is actually premium, command premium. As a seller, you shouldn't go up most of the times, and if it goes up, then you will be in losses, right? So but then both the sides, if I have an alert, I mean, this is good news. In case this hits, I'll be happy. In case this hits, still I'll be happy, but I'm going to lose some money. That's the only reason. So right now what I'll do is I will release my bank nifty money, which is about 50 lakhs. I will keep that ready in case if I have to use it, I'll use it. If you guys remember, we did the paper trade, right? So what is happening? So paper trade gave us a loss of about 47,000. I mean, this is, and also as you can see, the one leg got exited, which is the PE side, which is good. I think it will not really get into drastic losses, but it's a paper trade. So let me again do add some more. All right. So I have added some more trades here. Anyway, this really doesn't make sense for us, because this is paper trade, and I'll leave it here. And then again, I had put one more condition. So right now this is giving some losses, but that's all right, because it's a paper trade, and I just wanted to show that there is a possibility of doing a paper trade. Yeah, I'm going to exit my bank nifty, I think. Yeah, here you go. So this is real trade, not paper trade. So I had two positions. And this is actually going to release about 56 lakhs. So I will exit this now. So good thing is you can exit at a click of a button, and it's all gone. So I got I'm going to close this so that I'll not get confused. So I got some capital to play around now, but then I think 1 second, Nifty. Again, this is going to hit the stop loss. So let's see. I'll wait. I'll not change anything. Yeah, so I could see one green in my other Insta options, right? As I said, so right now I'm okay. I can wait for one more green. But however, as I said, this is going to exit now in case if it hits 14. I'll let that happen. The stop loss and alert condition won't overlap. Let's just see ESL hit and then. So what happens is it will honor the first condition that is met. So for example, let's say if I have this condition and also this condition, right? Let's say this condition hits first, right? This condition will not execute parallelly. It will, that point of trade will not execute. I think I'm going to exit this trade now, 14. So, and also there is one more important thing here, right? So it will not exit at the first instance. It will wait for 3 occurrences. In this case, I had put 3. You can also put 2. You can also put 0, but right now I had put 3. The reason is that would actually save from the false alarm. Let's say earlier it touched 14 and then now suddenly came back. If I had put 0 here, it would have exited that point of time. But right now, that false alarm pretty much just saved me. All right, so this is panel, and so I was looking at the Insta options. So there is no green as such now. It tried to become green, but it did not. So what I'll do is I will add some more positions here because I got some capital. So right now this is 18,000. This is 14,000. So that's the number. and I wanted to change that to reflect here also in my insta options. I think one thing that I learned is, I mean, these conditions, right? When you put, you should not be changing. Once you put it, it's like a, I mean, that point of time it's written on the wall, right? So otherwise, we get tempted to change these conditions and then we get into losses. So right now, I mean, when it is coming to 13, earlier I used to change to 15 or 16. I mean, sometimes it would work, sometimes it doesn't work. But right now, once you make your mind, I think you shouldn't change. That way, it's easy for us to do a bit of a systematic trading. Okay, so let me show the insta options thing very quickly. All right. So here I know I put just 18 and 14. This is just to give a representation. And right now what is happening, so there is no green as such, and still I think this is kind of a dozy candle, which could be decided, but let's see, let's wait for some time. I'm not in hurry. As I said, right now because I'm in a close position, so I'll have to be a bit careful. Any one green I will have to exit, or maybe two greens. So still got 1 minute 28 seconds, so there's time. As I said, the good news is there are no spikes here. I think that is definitely good news. And if I even go back to 1 minute, yeah, 1 minute, I think there was a spike after long time. That's because I think there was some bit of a fall there, right? So as you can see, the spike happened pretty much, at least this one, right? The spike happened almost after 10:36, I think, which gives some good sense that something is happening. Okay, so there is one green here, which gives me an alert saying that I need to be a bit careful. That's all. But I'll not be exiting in a hurry. There is no meaning. But it gives some sign saying that there is something wrong. So I'll have to be a bit careful. That's all. So it's a bit of a tricky, right? So red is good here, green is not good. So that's the life of being a seller. Let me just check if I have some more capital left. No, I'm not left with any more capital right now. So I think I'll be. Let me go back to. So total orders are about 330 right now, which are definitely quite high. But that's a problem with the selling, right? You need to buy hedges also, otherwise you'll not get the margin. So I see one green candle now. So what is happening? Green candle. It's yeah. Nifty tries to move up. That's the reason that you got some impact to the C side, but that's all right. So I have a stop loss at 14 right now. Probably I'll put off. I will exit, not fully. The reason is I mean this is heavy loaded right now, and this also got a stop loss at about 12, and that's all right. So if I, and also one more important thing here, right? So call I'm going to make about 1.5 lakhs and put is 90,000 here. Yeah, so in case if it is up move, I'm going to reduce this so that this and then this will become equal. Straddle will be okay. No, straddle I do not do on the expiry trade GMAT week. The reason is it's quite stressful. And also what would happen is towards the fag end of the day, there would be 50 points up move, 50 points down move, right? So it would be quite challenging. But right now I'm thinking it's 24050, but I might be wrong. So yeah, the reason is it's because of the synthetic feature, right? So it's basically Nifty is trading at 33, but the synthetic future is 44. That's the reason you would actually in the straddle this 6 rupees difference. You see, it's basically, how do I explain? This is basically six. There is 6 rupees difference, right? From the, let's say, 24050, that is actually factored here. The 6 rupees difference. So put is 24050, and then the call is 240. Ideally, at this price, the put got to be a lot more bigger, but right now it is not. The reason is the synthetic future price is a little different. But usually towards the expiry, these two become equal. So that's what it would happen. But right now, I'm actually thinking it's 24050 usually, but then yeah, things might change down the line. We'll see. Something got executed. Let me just check. So my CE got exited, half of the quantity. The reason was it had hit the 14, but that's all right. So right now the stop loss has moved to 20, but I'll not wait till that time. I will actually put 16 right now. At 16, I'm going to exit everything. So right now these two are equal, which is definitely okay for me, right? I would not be much worried. One second. So what is your plan after? Okay, okay. No, I think there is nothing to worry. So Nifty and Sensex gives enough opportunities, right? So that's all right. Call sideways going down. Let me just check. No, that's not true. Let me just check. Let me share my screen. Yeah, you were right. I think the reason could be people might be exiting here and then writing here. That could be the reason. So as you can see here, right? So this is 5 minutes. If I replay, uh, they have exited here, and there is a people have actually entered here also. So that could be the reason. So maybe people might be thinking this could be the straddle here, and also there is a heavy loaded puts were written. Sorry, calls were written here. So that is one reason. Oh, you said the call said Y is going down. Okay, let me just check. PCR is 1.0. There is, I don't think that's true. Even if I do it the full day, let's do last 5 minutes. No, I think call side OAs are actually increasing. I think they're not going down. No, they're not going down. At least that's not I can't see. But I think as of now, I would still stay on 24050 straddle. But I'm not going to execute that. So I will be cautious. Okay, let me come back to my trades right now. So this actually had hit 14 and then came down. But right now what is happening? Call I have 55,000, and then this side I have only 94. So I will actually add some more to make it equal. All right, so now it is 1 lakh. This is 90. Both are equal. So I will stay here, and then I'm going to stick to earlier we had a stop loss at 14. I'm going to stick to now 16, not 14. And then this side is 7. I think this side I'll put 100%. Bottom side 100%. Top side is I think something got executed. I think this got executed. Yeah, that's the problem with automation, right? We do not know what is happening where. That's a problem, but that's okay. It's a good problem to have. Okay, this one I'll make it as 14 now, and then I'm going to sell. Probably I'll increase to 900 because I have some capital now. This I will still put 20. All right, so I think these are all the conditions. Not much of a rocket science. So both the sides have 1 lakh, 1 lakh, and let's see what's going to happen. And if everything goes well, we'll get about 6 lakhs, I think, today. Yeah, so I think as of now, I would still bet on 24050. But then, as I said, as a policy, I will not get on to straddle because straddles are quite stressful. But I'll stay not getting into straddle for now. I'm still left with very less money, but I will use it. I will use that only when in case it is required. There is one more way to get additional margin. So I'll try that and then see. So typically what would happen is when you bring your hedges a bit more closure, 23, let's say 900. you will get additional margin. But the challenge is you will also lose the potential profit, right? So now it is 1 rupee, and but it is 2 rupees now. It's about 60 paise. I will see. I will move some and then see if I'm getting any benefit. I'm getting some benefits. I'm going to move all. So I got some additional margin, but then this actually got impacted, right? So I need to add some more here. So right now I have 19,000 here, and then I think I can add another, make it as around, it's 20,325, and then this side is 12,000, and I'll stay here for some time. So I'm left with very small capital right now, and I'll have to manage this effectively. All right, let me share my screen again. I think got disconnected. Okay. All right, I had a challenge with internet. So right now I'm not planning to make any changes except this is the only condition that I have. In case if it is above 20, I'm going to sell 900. In case above below 14, I'm going to sell another 900. That's the only condition that I have, and I'm not planning to come to sorry, I also have one more condition here. Above 15 I'm going to exit, above 14 I'm going to exit. I think that's all. And then there is a trailing stop loss, and in case if it goes below 8.95 it will reduce by 1. In case if it goes below 6.55 it will reduce by 1. I think those are the only two conditions that I have. Am I audible? Can one of you confirm? As you can see, I mean, this obviously the earlier exit was false exit, but that's all right. So that's part of life. So sometimes we regret, but that's fine. So this is 20 and then is 14. That's fine. Let me. So right now, I was also looking at insta options, right? So as of now, except one green candle at about 12:51, there are no other green candles, so which is good. It's all red for now. As far as red, as I said, I'm happy. So this is, as I said, here we had one green, and then here we had one green, which is about 12:18, and then we had one more at 12:51. Within a gap of almost like 30 minutes, but otherwise it's predominantly red candle, so which is good. As of now, Nifty in the zone of 24,050 and then 24,000. But yeah, anything can happen. Nifty we can never trust. So it's not moving much. Let me also see if I can get some more additional margin from the CE side. Not much, so leave it there. I usually get the additional margin when you come closer on the P side, but not on the C side. That's the, I mean, I'm talking about the hedges. I think the peak it went to 4.25, I think, at about 12:50. Oh, we already crossed 1 o'clock. I did not realize. It's 1 o'clock, 13 minutes, and you can see the time here. But you can also do timed exit. You can put, let's say, and somebody's saying that 1 o'clock there could be challenge, right? So we can exit at that time also. That is also possible. Okay, I see one green candle in Insta options, so which I will be a bit careful. All right, so something is happening. I see one green candle, one more green candle, I will exit. The reason is for Nifty, there is some snap downfall and up move, and it's going here and there. There are two green candles right now, which is not good. And I think in another 23 seconds, we'll have to look at the third candle. If it is green, then we'll have to look at. But then the combined premium is okay. Is about 16 versus I had put a condition about 18, which is definitely okay. I think it's not very difficult. I think we'll be able to manage. I think the third candle is red candle for now, which is good. Let me share the so we had two green candles and then one red candle. The reason I waited for the third one is so far if we see the past history, right? So we had only, except this place, we did not have too many green candles. In fact, here it started as a green candle. It turned out to be red little later. And that was one reason. Let's wait for some time. So good thing is this entire thing is flat for now, except there are some moves here. And even if I go to 1 minute, yeah, there are some moves here which are between 1 o'clock to 1:15, I think. Other than that, it's pretty much flat. So for, I mean, being a seller, this being flat is always good. It shouldn't really come back. Let's look at 5 minutes. 5 minutes is pretty much flat. So for now, I think I'll stay with 3 minutes. The reason is 5 minutes would be very late. By the time I react, we get into losses. So as of now, trade looks okay. And as I said, I would be very cautious of any sudden spikes, which can happen. As of now, on the CE side, I have a stop loss at about 15 rupees. And then the PE side, I have a stop loss at about 13, but I'm going to change that to 10 now. So, sorry, 11. Those are all the two conditions that I have. And let me again go back to. Good thing is this one, right? This is 5 minutes. 5 minutes moving average that did not really cross so far. If you really look at from the morning, except one occasion, this occasion, which was a sudden spike in the morning. After that, from 10:33, it's pretty much stayed below that, which is definitely good news. And in case if it goes up, for example, let's say one more good thing that you can do is, in case if it actually right now it's a 258, but I think probably I remember 12, right? So if I go with 1, which is a, for example, the combined premium is, so combined premium pretty much stayed below this, right? So if the combined premium is above 17, it can give you some bit of an alarm. So right now it is about 17 or whatever. So, but then this would be my view a benchmark, which is about 18. In case if it is 18, I would consider exiting the trade, or maybe 19. I'll give you some bit of leverage. So let's say here, where is 19? Yeah, somewhere here. I want to exit. I think here, somewhere here. Combined premium is about 19. That's the, as of now, that's the plan. Let's see. So right now, combined premium is about 16.80. I had put an alert at 18. I will let that execute. But then if in case if it goes to 19, I would exit the trade. So that's the plan right now. And we have a lot more positions on the PE side versus, I think I need to share the. So this is my actual trade. So as of now, as I said, right, so the reason is we had a skewed positioning. PE side, we have heavy loaded, which are about 20,325. And then the CE side, 12,725. That's the reason this actually shows red here versus equal positions. It would have probably shown green there. So let me again show the trade flow for now. All right, I think I'm also seeing for now. So it's basically, let me get rid of my picture. All right, so this is 4.2 right now. And these are all the conditions that I have, right? So we got, as I said, 15 is the stop loss here, 11 is the stop loss, and then I have a trailing stop loss. And then I'm going to, this is basically mainly for the alert. I think I don't have money for 900. I'll put 200 here. Or actually, I'll put 100 because this is just for the alert, right? So All right. So what I'm doing here, as I said, I would exit in case if it is 19. I had put an alert at not alert. I'm going to sell something at about 18. In case if it reaches combined premium reaches about 18, and then I'm also going to sell at probably 14. I'll decrease to 12 for now. I think those are all the conditions, and I did not put any positions movement right now. The reason is I do not want to now any movement here. It will become straddle. I do not want to get into straddle at this point of time because straddles on the expiry trade are quite dangerous. So, but if you're doing a fresh entry, that's fine. But I do not want to lose out on the money. I know. I think one of you pointed out. I think the GMAT week, right? So let's look at straddle. Right now, it is again pretty much synthetic features showing bit of an uptrend. Yeah, I think there was some bit of a earlier it was 16 at the same price. Right now it is 14, which means that this is also becoming a little weaker, the put side. And I think call is okay. Call is about earlier also 10 rupees, and right now the combined premium is about 25. But I think that's okay. I do not want to really get into straddle at this point of time. All right, I went to get some water. What is happening? 4 lakhs. Okay, all right, I think that's fine. I see one more green candle. That's the reason there is a loss there. Combined premium is at about 17 right now. So as I said, 18 is going to give us a let, but 19, as I said, I'm going to exit, whatever happens. So right now, I see FinNifty is moving quite violently. I'm looking at the chart. 1 second. Yeah, it's moving quite drastically, right? So it's moving quite a bit. Let me also make this as a Hekinashi so that the movement won't be that drastic. All right. Thanks a lot. Oh, thank you. No worries. Most welcome. So I'm not going to change any conditions. Again, this is pretty much automated here, right? So it will only reduce the stop loss from 15 to 14 in case if the price goes below 8.80. Otherwise, I will stick to this one. And then again, as I said, 18, I'm going to sell something. That is again to give a trigger. And 19 is something that I'm going to close the trade for now. And after that, we'll see if I can enter a few more trades down the line. But right now, that's the virtual condition for me, not the real one. But let's see. Is anyone from Bangalore in the live stream? If you say yes. If you are from Bangalore, say yes. Not to say yes. Looks like nobody's from Bangalore. So there is no green candle at, it started as a green, but it became red. So I'll wait for some time. Yeah, I think the good news is the combined premium has gone down from 16 to right now about 15, and I hope it will become 0, hopefully. So right now, put side we have less money, but that's all right. So I do not have any capital left to. In a good case scenario, I would have bought. I would have sold some more on the put side to make it equal. But right now, I do not have capital, so I can't do much. But I think I see some good amount of time decay is happening, which is good. So we had lost green candle at about 13:15. After that, right now it is about 13:30. So last 15 minutes, there is no green candle. Probably I'll move to 5 minutes and then see. So 5 minutes, absolutely there were no green candles. Probably I'll stay here and then see in case if there is one green candle. I'll quickly switch to 3 minutes chart. So right now, I think it's all right. So as I said, the good news is the premiums are decaying quite well, and I put a condition at 12, and then there is one at 18. Probably it's 18. I'll move to now 16 at least, 16.5. So and also now because I had put, maybe I'll put 16. Right now I would exit in case if the command premium goes to 18, not necessarily, or 17, not necessarily 19. That's the only change that I would make. So compared to last week, this week expiry so far is good, but last week what happened, I think maybe let me bring on the chart. Tuesday, right? So last week, what happened? There was a massive fall here, which is about 2 o'clock, and that anyway, I wasn't trading on the Nifty last week, so I had to go out, so I exited somewhere here. But then I think 2 o'clock we need to be. I think this happened at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. 1 second. Tuesday. It happened at 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock we should be careful. That's all. I mean, not that it will happen every time 2 o'clock, but 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, these are all very critical times. Especially 2 o'clock, the FIS would come in, right? So they might do some bulk deals and other things. We'll get into trouble. I need to do a proper trend line here. All right, so we had created, so right now as you can see, right, this is moving quite fast. We go back to 1 minute. No, linear regression doesn't seem to be good today. Now we can't trust linear regression, as I said yesterday, because there was a this one, right, there was a gap up, so linear regression wouldn't work. All right, I think okay, combined premium is still 14.5. It did not go up or go down. The reason is okay. The reason is this is also flat, but then this is a scary move, right? So some of these this is basically 5 minutes candle, and then it's moving quite fast. 3 point let me also look at what is happening with the so this is still green, which is good, at least for now. I'll come back to this one in a moment. PCR is okay, 1.03, which is definitely fine, no problem. Nifty, this I think we saw in there itself, so not a problem. I want to see this one, index contributors. All right, so we got 12 advance and then 7 declines, I think, which is okay. I mean, it seems some bit of a bullishness, but then we do not know what is up, what is down, right? So I think I not remembered that these guys give the weightage, but I would think the highest weightage, I'm not sure what is any of you know what is the highest weightage in Nifty. I'm not sure. Uh, these guys did not give the weightage, but yeah, I think I'm guessing HDFC Bank, and then maybe PFC also will have some good amount of weightage. Okay, right now I think as of now I think this is okay. 12 in bullish mode and then 7 in the bearish mode. I think that's this number is changing here and there, but this actually shows some good indicator. And Nifty side, it's very difficult to know this, but let's look at Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, 9 are down and then 3 are up. Okay, that's interesting. I do not know what is up, what is down. Bank Nifty, definitely HDFC is the highest, right? So which is down. And anyway, I have exited Bank Nifty. By the way, we did the we did the paper trade, right? We will see that in a moment what is happening. So right now this is what it is. So let's stay here. So right now it is still red, which is good for us, at least if you're buying, if you're selling. And okay, so I saw some Nifty crossing 24,136. I got an alert. That's because of the trend line that we drew here. Yeah, so this actually crossed. So let me move this trend line a little bit down. Okay, I'm moving down because if it is on the same thing, it will give the alert again. That's the only reason. But let's see what. Okay, it's broke again. But there is no impact on the premiums as such. The reason is it is. I'll tell you the reason, right? So there is definitely drastic move here, but then there is no impact on the premium. The reason was the synthetic futures were quite high, right? So again, share my screen. All right. So while there was a down move, there is not much of an impact, and the down move was quite drastic. And that move was, as of now, how many points? High low. Yeah, it's not a big candle. It's 5 minutes candle, but about 20 points. So, but then as I said, there is absolutely no impact to the premiums. The reason is synthetic future is high, which is 38, right? So while the fall was down, there is no impact on the premium. But right now, my stop loss is at about here. So there is an impact on the premium. But 11, I had put the stop loss. I'm not going to change that. And I will also stick to the combined premium. When it reaches 18, I'm going to exit my trades, whatever happens, right? So probably when it goes to 18, my this profit would be maybe 3.8 lakh. Sorry, yeah, 3.8 lakhs, but that's all right. So I'm going to lose some money, but that's absolutely fine. So maybe I'll exit at 17 also. Let me take a call as we move. Okay, Lalit Paul. Okay, let's. How are you? Hey, Lalit, I'm doing extremely good. Thank you so much. And what is your MTM? I do not have any MTM. All your indicators, that's fine. And then which app is this? Yeah, why this is Insta options? I think that is there in pretty much all the most of the options. Sites, I think. I'm not sure if it is there in Sensible, but indicators, I do not have too many indicators, but here it's just a trend line which I drew with hand. There is nothing, and then it is a stochastic RSI indicator. And right now this is shows bit of a downturn, but an expiry day, that's fine. And this actually, it's called smooth priced oscillator. This actually shows where we are right now, and right now it actually shows that where is it? Yeah. Yeah, this shows that we are at the neutral. This, I mean, especially if you're a seller, being neutral is always good. So anything on the overbought or oversold, your premiums will be spiking. So as much as possible, wish if it is neutral, that's good. Mainly because you have both CN and P. But if you're even if one-sided, also neutral is always good. But anything on the over. Um, oh, okay. I'm not sharing that. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So here I have only two indicators. This is a Camarilla pivot points, and this is very standard one. And this trend line I drew with hand. Stochastic RSI indicator, which will tell us whether we are bullish or bearish. But I think with a small time frame, maybe it doesn't make sense. But if you are doing a long-term investment, it does. But right now it is fine. And this is one indicator that I found very recently, which I felt is quite useful, which is called smooth price oscillator. This will tell us where the price right now. Right now it is in the neutral zone. As I said, for seller, being neutral, if you're playing with both PN and C, is always a good news. And if you're one-sided, if you're obviously in the PE side, overbought is good. If it is in the C side, oversold is good. But then the overbought, oversold, there could be reversal. So somebody need to be very cautious. That's all. This is 5 minutes candle, and as of now, it shows neutral anyway. So what is happening? Our combined premium is still about 14, there is okay, it's now it's getting into 13 rupees zone, which is a good news, which means that there is some decay happening. All right, so this is where it is right now. I know these premiums are very minuscule, but then they'll give some money, right? So if everything goes well, it will give another 1,76,000. I think that's the plan right now. But as some of you warned earlier, I will be very cautious um, to not to trade after 2 o'clock. And right now, I'm going to move this to 15. And then this is basically for warning, but then I will exit all the trades when we reach 16 as the combined premium. Right now, it is about 13.55. So, okay, want to see that sector and OI, no problem. So this is the one. I'm not sure, Lalit, what time you joined, right? So this is basically gives us the combined premium, and also I'm using Heikenashi candle, and the plan is in case if it becomes two greens, I'm going to exit the trade. That's the plan. And you want to, yeah, this one you want to see, right? So this is insta options again, and you have the options data. You can see OI statistics. You can see trending OI, or which is the OI that is trending, and this also is a good information, right? It's basically what it's saying is call OI is more than the put OI, which means that there is a probability of bullishness is quite low because there are more calls written versus there are less puts written. It's basically, as of now, calls were 4.85 versus put 3. But also I think one more caution, right? So put is also increasing quite drastically, which means that there is going to be some bit of a fight between these two entities. PCR is also one more great indicator. This is the price here, and then the PCR right now is about 1.07, which is slightly bullish. Now you might argue this actually where is this? This is actually showing that trending wire, right? This is actually showing that it's going to be bearish, and then but the PCR is actually showing a bit of a bullish. But expiry days, it's very difficult to interpret all these things. And what else you have? This is call OI anyway. This is, I think, this is probably, as I said, this is going to be mostly the straddle for today. Let's see what's going to happen. And I think going back to Lalit's question, right? So index contributor, FinNifty today, and then FinNifty got it's just a financial sector, right? So that's the reason you got to see right now. You got 11 advanced and then the 7 decline. I think 12 advanced and then 7 decline, which means that it's kind of a bit of a bullishness. That's all. If you want to see mid cap Nifty, that's what it is. And you also have the stocks. FinNifty also you can see. You can also see the stocks right now. It doesn't have any sort. I think you can't sort. That's the problem. No, it is actually not paid. It's a free with Fires. I do have the Fires account, which though I do not trade on the Fires, but I use that login to get this as a free. I think it's probably instaoptions.com. Oops. Or .in, I think. All right. So I think log in with your broker. These are all the various brokers that they have. As I said, I use, so I think pretty much all the brokers, it's free. It's not free with for instance, Jiroda, because Jiroda is Sensible belongs to Jiroda anyway. So I think that's the reason they do not want to use this. But as of now, I use Fires. Fires would be somewhere. But yeah, you can use anything that work for you. So you can see here Fires.in, right? So let's go back to our strategy again. What is happening? Looks like some green candles here and there. but this is not Heiken-Nishi, so yeah. So I think there are no green candles right now, which is definitely good news. Okay, something got executed. So that something was I put a condition for combined premium 15 rupees. Which you got. I think this is a good feature, right? So now right now what is happening is it actually hit this 15 and then sold and then came down. And obviously, which means that when it comes to, I'm going to make that 1 rupee profit, right? But if it goes beyond this, obviously I'm going to lose money. But that's all right. So right now what I'll do is I'll put 15.50. So that it would be second warning. And as of now, 16, the premium at 16, I'm going to close the position for now when it reaches. So until such a time, I think I'm okay. I think today is relatively calm day. I think I do not see, except the morning, there was a sudden drop until 10:10. I think. Other than that, I did not see any other unnecessary spikes or the injection. Also, you might have seen the injections pretty much gone right now. We do not see anything of that sort happening. Most of the times the spikes or the drops are a bit predictable, which is good news. And I mean, there can be drastic, but at least they're not like within 1 minute you go 100 points down and 100 points down, which were the injections earlier. But right now I do not see. But Sensex is still, we see some of those things. But I think FinNifty, earlier FinNifty used to happen, but right now it is not happening. So right now the stop loss for this particular leg got changed to 13 and then this is 11. So Lalit, for this I used about 3.4 CR, I think 3.44 CR, not 2. Okay, let's look at what is happening to the dummy trade that we did, right? So yeah, this again there was a exit, and this is a paper trade, by the way. It's not the real one. I think probably I'll exit now. I will do one more paper trade, and this is basically banking. Let's do a triangle now, because we still got a few more minutes. Still got about 2 hours, right? So 1.5 hours. I will do a triangle here instead of. So and then this is actually, and this is not a real money, just in case. And all right, just for the argument's sake, I'm also adding some hedges. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just put one condition here and then leave it there. What happens, and then so this is basically, it's a like earlier we did, right? In case the price difference between these two about 30%, it will change. But right now it's 99. But let's see what's going to happen down the line if you all stay towards the end. But otherwise, I'll let you know what is happening. So for this trade, it's a paper trade, by the way. For this trade, it's basically 1.13 crores. This is not paper trade. This is real money. Okay, all right. I think the good news is premium is at about 13, which is definitely good news. And also, I put a condition in case if it goes above 15.5, I'm going to sell this 10, and then sorry 100. Which means 2 lots, I think. And in case if it goes below 12, I'm going to probably I'll remove this. It's not required. I do not want to do some more trades, but this is basically a warning sign or the signal, nothing else. I will also keep an eye on the open interest, what is happening. I did not see in the sensible. All right, so open interest, what is happening? So right now, 24,000 PE is pretty much, like, my view, it's unbreakable. The reason is it's close to 1.86 crores as of now. And then you also have the 24,050, which is 1.24 crores. So it's basically 1.86 versus put versus the closest is 1.24, which is, yeah, I think my view, I still feel 24,050 would be the straddle. Let's see. But I'm not going to move my positions at this point of time. I will stay there. Let's look at straddle. Okay, so there is a difference of how much? 7 rupees, I think. But yeah, as I said, I do not want to take that risk at this point of time. It's not worth. It's 20 rupees right now. Let's remember that number. We'll come back to see that number down the line. So straddle price is 20 rupees, but strangle price is 13 rupees. I mean, if you go to straddle, obviously you'll make money, but then at the end of the day, the risk management is also very important. So as of now, the synthetic future is still pointing towards 24,050, another 4 points down, but I would think eventually it will reach there. Let's see. By the way, these two will become equal as the market closes. So right now, I mean, one of them has to catch up. Mostly the synthetic future would be the right one, not this one. So uh, you need to keep an eye on the synthetic future. By the way, this also you can see in, I think, sensible somewhere. Let me just, where we can see in sensible. Not remember, but somewhere I think that feature is there. I remember seeing that earlier, but right now I'm not sure. Okay, Nifty fell down quite drastically, I think, which I did not see so far, but that's okay. I'm not sure what is the Nifty advance and declines today. So Nifty got 23 advance and then 26 decline, which is obviously not a good news. Not a good news for long. Bank Nifty 5 up and then 7 down. What is happening with BSC? BSC also same. So BSC 14 down and then 16 up. Sorry, 14 up and 16 down, which is, I think, okay. So again, the Adani stocks were down today as well. I think I'm not sure what is happening there. But Shriram Finance is the only one which is up. Yeah, synthetic future is basically it is done. It is actually calculated using the premiums of the options. Now I think now I can actually demonstrate. So now if you go to straddle here, right? So now
It's
it will be
14
equal.
hours.
While the FINIFTY is 040, but then the options premium of these two are equal, which means that the synthetic future is actually at the 24050. So ideally, what would happen is if synthetic future is equal to this one, this particular equilibrium would only happen when FINIFTY is at 24050. But right now there is a difference, right? So that's the reason it is showing this number. So as you can see, the straddle price has moved on from 20 to 19, which is definitely good news. I think you can also see them in the sensible. Let me just check. Where we can see insensible. I remember seeing sensible, but I'm not able to recollect right now. Let me try one more time. Option chain 24. Oh yeah, it says future price. Okay, I think let me show the screen. You can see here. This is the 24053. The real price is 240. This one, but the synthetic future is 04053. But I think this is different than the synthetic future. I see synthetic future in my terminal at 24049. Synthetic future is, as I know, it derived from the options price, not necessarily the future price. But I'm not. I remember seeing in Sensible, but I'm not very sure what happened. Let me give a search. I think an option chain. Option chain. Maybe they would have removed it. I can't see right now. I can't see. That's fine. I think, but definitely in trade flow I could see. So I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, while you are on this, let's look at the open interest. Nifty. Okay, so right now I think somebody might argue there is a bit of a short covering, not short covering. It's long unwinding, I think, or short. Yeah, I think one of those. So Okay, 1 second, something happened. Something happened. Okay, so 16. Okay, I had hit 16. That's because. All right, so exit it. Okay, let me show my screen. My CE got exited. The reason was I had put a stop loss at about 13, which got hit. And while I wanted to exit it, combined price at about 16, which I think it's predominantly hit. I think that's I'm absolutely happy with that. So now I do not need this CE. I also where is this Nifty? To what is time now? Time is it about 2 o'clock? Is there's going to be some bit of a challenge, right? So as of now, PE side, I still got the positions, right? So what I'll do is on the CE side, I will do very, very small positions at 24,000. I can do here actually less than 70 and then sell. So what I'll do is I will, I'm not doing it 24050 right now, but maybe I can do one few there as well, less than 77. All right, so I wanted to make these two equal. So it's 30, 30. All right, so now it's 59 and then 59. That's fine. It's 1,20,000. And I will honor these stop losses. So right now it is at 50%. Any of these things can exit anytime. So, but I'll stay with this trades for now, which is if everything goes well, we'll end at about 5. I'm still left with a good amount of capital, but I will not put right now. I just wanted to ensure that in case if there is a reversal, I do not want to lose out on the PE side. That's the main intention. Lalit, this is my real account, real money. If it is not real account, I'll not spend so much time. It's a waste of time. So right now, call is definitely gone down a little bit. So I'm going to add some more call there. I just wanted to ensure that these two are equal. Okay, this is a little higher, but that's all. All right, I'll stay here for now. No, paper trade I did on Bank Nifty. This is the paper trade. This is, you can see paper trading here. This is not real money, but Nifty is real money. This is real money. This is not paper trading. You can see here. Prabhu Shankar. Yes, I'm still doing monthly, but today I have to exit most of those positions just to get the capital. But I will actually enter them again after 3:30, after 3:20, or otherwise tomorrow morning. But right now, I do not have the monthly positions open. I have in fact closed some positions with a loss today. So right now, again, CP both are equal, which is this is 68 and then this is 62K, 67K, 62K. Let's see what's going to happen. So Nifty is not paper trade, it's real money. But Bank Nifty, as I said, I just wanted to show that there is a paper trade facility. Yeah, today FinNifty monthly expiry, not weekly expiry. Okay, so yeah, I think I just answered this. So it's a monthly expiry rate, not weekly expiry. In fact, last week was the last FinNifty weekly expiry. From next Tuesday onwards, there is no FinNifty expiry. More than no, I think the intraday, the challenge is, I mean, today is okay, but then there would be very drastic moves, right? So it's very difficult. You do not have time to respond. So if there is, let's say, a very strong move, either up or down, you will not have anything to do. But monthly, the beauty of monthly expiry is it's like test cricket. Even if one innings is gone, you have the time to recover in the second innings. But Nifty is like dead end, right? So once you are done at 3:30, you can't do anything. So if you're in losses, you can't do anything, right? So okay, let me do one little experiment. I'm moving some things to I moved some things to straddle. Again, the reason is I just want to balance these two. Right now it is 69, this is 70. And I'm going to honor these stop losses right now. Because I have the inner stop losses, I'm not going to put any stop losses here. In case if these inner stop losses hit, I will see what I should do. So right now call is about 76 and put is about 63, and I need to keep an eye on these numbers, and I just wanted to ensure that there is a balance. Both are 70, 70, 78, 71. So now call has gone up quite a bit. The reason is this is actually touching the midpoint, right? So that's the reason. So if the call goes to 90, I'm going to adjust to some put, but right now I will not do any adjustment. This is basically how do you do these strangle adjustments, right? So Lalit, okay, that's funny, but all right, so let's take some questions. So Ram Madali, sir, can you explain the meaning of that call put? Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is basically, right, so the call, in case if let's say if both this entire thing expires at 0, which means that it exactly if Nifty expire at 24,050, this premiums will become 0, right? So and also same thing, these put premiums also will become 0. That is what the value is showing. Right now these two spot prices, the quantities multiplied the price, this is what which I'm going to get in case if it expires at that point of time, at that particular spot price. But in case if it doesn't expire, obviously I'm going to lose money. But put side also same thing. In case if it expires above 24,050, I'm going to get this much money. And this is basically because we're in the expiry trade, right? So it's all about expiry trade. What would happen is unlike a positional expiry trade, at one point of time, your puts will become 0 and your calls will become 0. So that's the reason strangles are mostly would work on expiry trade. Not all the times though, but right now I'm trying to balance between these two so that in case if Nifty expires at 24050, I'll get the benefit of both C and then also P, and that's beauty of expiry trade. I hope I'm clear. Yes, absolutely right, Ram. You are 100% right. So in case if Nifty expires exactly 24050, we will get about 1,50,000 in addition to whatever we already have in this particular thing. So it totally, it will become, let's say, 5 point something. So that's the money that is there. Right now I had put stop losses only this inner circle, not the outer. In case if these two exit, I still have some money here. I'll see how it goes. Let me take one more question. I think Shobit, you asked the same question multiple times. It's about, you can see here, right? So it's about 3.46 here. So right now, Ram, I want to add you. I'm not sure what time you joined, right? So right now I'm betting on 24050 as a straddle. That's where Nifty would expire. That's the thinking, but I might be wrong. So let's see. I'm just looking at the open interest, and open interest CE has gone up quite a bit. Which is good news, and that is a 24050 CE is more than the PE. 24050 we got about call, we got about 1.94 crores versus put, we got put at 24000, got about 1.81 crores. So it's basically about 14 lakhs less. Great stuff. Ram, which city you belong to? Yes, I will do that. Maybe if you have time, right? So let me see what is happening with the Nifty. Then I'll keep an eye. So let me see. Typically, what I do, right? So I create some baskets. I will show 1 second. I use Trendline for this. It's a free, but then it's even the paid one is not very costly. You can always do, right? So okay, let me. Maybe Prabhu Shankar, I will do a separate session, but right now, let me see if I can open some basket. All right, I think I can do this now. Okay, let me show this. Stop screen, present, share screen. All right, so these are all the baskets that I create, and typically, let's say, I mean, I named some names, and then let's say these are all the banking, right? Banks and others. So there are multiple stocks here, so EMS and editor or whatever. So what I do is typically whenever I mean, I do a bit of a contra kind of an investing. What I meant by contra is when the market actually, if this basket shows red, I go and then buy some of the stocks. If it is green, that's okay, I will not do much, but only if it is red I do. So right now this basket actually started investing, I think 5th November, and right now this basket gave it did not give good results, but that's all right. So that's part of the life. So minus 2% returns. But likewise, there are few other baskets also. Yesterday I did this MSA rebalance. Some of the stocks, you have HDFC, Ubrai, Voltas, Alchem. I bought something, but it did not work out right now. But that's okay. Long term, I think this should be all right. And yeah, Muhurat trade, I did some stocks, and then I usually invest through this basket so that it's easy for me to really track. I mean, anybody can create these baskets, and also good news is there are lot of these featured baskets also. Somebody can go on and buy if you wish to. There are free, and then there are public. They are experts. You can subscribe to these, and then only thing is if you subscribe, for example, these guys, they charge about 3,000 per 6 months. But if you're investing, let's say 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 20 lakhs, I think this money is not very substantial. it really doesn't matter how much money you are investing, right? Basically, they're going to tell you what stocks they're actually doing. I think that's the beauty of this. All right, maybe we'll speak offline. Present. Let's go back to what is happening to money. Okay, so it's not much of a move. Yeah, this is okay. All right, so let's anyway. I have stop loss at about 14 here. Right now, what is happening? It's 82 and then 60. As I said, I will do some more put if it is 82. Let me move and so now both are 80. Let's see what's going to happen. So what I did was I moved some of my PE positions from 24,000 to 24,050 just to make it equal. And right now the stop loss is still 1414. I'm not going to change that, whatever happens. All right, so let's look at Lalit. There is no pollution in Bangalore. You should move to Bangalore. Just that there is traffic. That's all. There is no pollution here. And then the good news is because of traffic, not many people are going out, so pollution is also less. But generally, it's a nice place. I've been living here for many years. What is time now? It's I think this is probably the longest live stream that I did. I know I've been not so active in the recent days, right? I thought I'll spend some time to get in touch with people. That's main intention. Making or losing money is not the main criteria. I think Nifty, what is happening? Oh, 24. I actually posted one thing, just 24,350 and then 24,135. I don't think it's crossed 24,135 for now. I think Nifty, that's good news. Okay. All right, and let me look at now this insta options thing would not be much valuable to me because I'm changing positions quite a bit. I'm doing very good, Ram, and thanks for asking. I had to go through a small surgery, and it was like hell. And right now, I'm absolutely fine. So I kind of recovered. I started going to cult as well from last week, I think. Right now, I'm doing yoga pretty much daily. Thank you so much, and great. Yeah, just that you need to monitor multiple things. That's the only tricky thing in the trading. It's like a, I know it's a big comparison, but then it's like a driving a flight, right? So you'll have to have, pretty much is everything is automated. You just need to know what you need to do when. That's it. Okay, let's look at. So right now, call is actually 70, but put is 80. So I will adjust call a bit more. So let me get to 80. No, oh, this is 100, right? So wait. This is 100, and yeah, I should move here 50. So 77 and 85. So I'll move one more. Now 88, 82. So I'll keep it here for now. So this is basically a live adjustment, and I mean this basically we can't teach offline actually unless it's a live market. It's impossible to know how to do this, right? So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make both call and then put absolutely balanced. And while I'm trying to do that, I also have the stop losses, right? In case if market goes overstretched on some side, I'm going to, I do not want to lose money. That's the main intention. I think I'm guessing it's going to be definitely that straddle to 4050. Let's see. So in the monitor, I had put the straddle alone. Right now, I think it's predominantly red, which is good. 7-2. Okay, so now I can still adjust the. So I'm going to go full blown now on the 24050. So we have 83 and then put is 71. So I do not have any other position, but right now this is straddle, and then I have some little positions. And in case if goes up, this goes up, I'm going to use this money to adjust here. I think I'm also left with some money. Let me look at yeah, no, I'm not left with money, just 11 lakhs. So that won't be sufficient for anything. So I'm not going to add any more calls at this point of time. But because I have some money reserved in the put here, this is 24000, and in case if this goes up, I'm going to move some from 24000 to 24050. That's the plan right now, but I will keep this as a reserve money for now. So right now, as you can see, this both are 80. I will only move in case if the call reaches to 1 lakh, but until such a time I will not move. I think that's a condition. So I had put the stop losses here, Ram. So as you can see here, right? So I had put 14 here, which is double to this one. This is basically the extreme scenario. Let's in case if I'm not at the desk, I'm looking at some other direction, and then I'm not keeping an eye on this one, right? Even that mistake will be tolerated. I will not make money, but I'll not lose money. That's the main intention of putting this 14. And then bottom side, I had put again 14 here. But then this I did not put any stop loss. The reason is I have stop loss for this, right? In case if this gets exited, this anyway will spike, right? So I wanted to capture that particular moment. That's all. So right now I have only stop losses for these two, but nothing else. I don't know, but what my messages are not popping up on our screen. I'm seeing, sir. Delhi is high, very high air pollution. Breathing is very. I know. I've been following the news, and it's unfortunate. I hope it will recover soon. What is your average? I think probably today the orders are. Let me do a quick calculation. Today I made orders of about 407. You can do 407 multiplied by, let's say, 30. How much is that? About 15,000, I think. And it'll come to about 17,000 with the tax and other things. That is the only problem with the day trading, right? So you'll have to do multiple adjustments, and then you'll have to do change the positions and other things, protect the stop losses. That's the biggest headache with the expiry or the 0 DTE. But if you're a positional trade, you will just do one trade and then leave it there. Adjustments are very low. Why do I trade? I think the execution is execution speed is good. Alpha stealer. Let me put your question here, right? So one thing is execution is easy because if I wanted to, as I said, right, if I want to execute so many trades, it's kite would be a little challenging. And the second one is I can put all these conditions a lot more easily. In fact, I started using trade flow when I was in the full-time job. Right now, I'm not in the full-time job, right? So, but then I got used to this platform, and I continue to do that. And right now, also the intention is to not to look at the screen all the 100 times, right? So 100% of the time. So just put these conditions. You obviously can't go for walk and other things, but at least you will not be. I most of the times, if I'm not in the live stream, I would probably read some books and other things, and that way you will be able to save some time of screen time. And generally, putting these conditions and other things is quite easy. Those are all the main reasons. Predominantly, the execution speed. So So right now I'm monitoring the straddle in one more my other screen, and then straddle is right now still red, which is good news. And straddle price earlier, when we saw earlier, it was 20 rupees. Right now it's about 15 rupees, which in fact I'm going to put this straddle here so that it's easy for me to track. Right now it is 15. So okay, so there is an imbalance here, put versus call. The only way that I can do is I will have to exit all my puts now here, because I do not have any money left. I'll have to exit this entire stretch. So this is basically protect from any unforeseen situation. So that's okay. So I would probably lose some 30,000 here and there, but I do not want to really get into a situation where there is a sudden spike and then you wipe out your entire thing. So right now both are equal, and I'm left with the good amount of capital. In case if let's say this comes to this both comes to equal, then I'll start adding, or let's say if a put becomes let's say higher or lesser, I'm going to compensate this with this one, because I'm left with some capital now. So right now it is 64 and 60, so I can add some more positions here. So I'm still holding the hedges here. Hedges I'm not closing. These are all definitely little bit higher than these positions right now. So as of now it's 65 versus 67. I can still sell two things here because I'm left with some capital. Now alpha stealer, you can see, right? I'm able to execute these trades with the click of a button. But if I have to do it in kite, it's going to take some time. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? So if it is too easy, then you keep on clicking, you end up paying a lot of brokerage. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you need to make money from trading, right? So that way it is okay. So as of now, these two are equal. So right now, what I'll do is I will not make any adjustments until unless any of these things reaches 90,000. Right now I'm telling to you, but usually these conditions I keep in my mind so that I will not miss out on these conditions. So right now, as I said, I will keep this becomes 90, then I will add some more puts. Until such a time I will not do anything. This put also, until unless it becomes 90, I will not make any adjustments. So this has to become 90, this has to become 90. Let's wait. So we can also put one more condition. Right now this is 14, right? So I'll say greater than 16, because I am left with some capital. I'm going to sell. All right. So if it is actually 16, I'm going to sell 900. And if it is less than 12, I'm going to sell 1800. So that's the condition that I have put, nothing else. And there is no, I know at the starting of this thing, I said that I'll not get into straddle, but eventually I got into straddle, but let's see. And also one more thing that we need to keep an eye, this has to, if it becomes, I mean, there is no condition there, but this is a virtual condition, right? 90, or this becomes 90. I will add some more additional puts or calls, depending on how the trade goes. In one more screen, I'm also monitoring same things. Okay, 1 second. This is C is 14, right? C is 14. P is 9. By the way, if you're in Bangalore, I'm planning to do a meetup sometime in December. I'll let you know. I'll post in Twitter. This is a very simple meetup to say hi to people, which we did sometime back. I'll let you know. We can catch up and then do some chit chat. Sure, Ram. So I will post in Twitter very soon. I'll let you know. I think you are following me on Twitter, so we can catch up. Where do you live, Ram? In Bangalore? At Delhi, I will come in summer. I don't want to get into pollution right now. I'm sorry, I'm not making a joke, but Delhi, I do not have any plans because I just recovered from this health thing, right? So I'm not traveling long distances, but definitely Delhi, I'll come in January or February, one of those days. Oh, Jalahalli, okay. Jalahalli is okay. All right, no problem. I know Jalahalli very well. I live in Harluru, HSR side. All right, so this is actually not at reach 90, about 84, but let's wait for some time. Not to be in a hurry. I'm aware of that, Lalita. I did read about why pollution. I'm aware of. I think it's probably Pakistan has also got impacted because of the proximity to Punjab. So I don't think Pakistan said they are burning, but I think it's a prominent India side. That's what I remember reading, at least. I know Pakistan was complaining on India, saying that you guys are burning, and then no, Lalit, we should not wish bad for anybody. We should always wish good things for others. No, so day trading it's not required, Phoenix. So day trading we can do without 50% cash margin, and also you can do positional also. Just that zero the charges the interest rate at 12.75 per year, which is minuscule in my view. It will come to some 0.075% something. It's not like it's not maintained. If you do not maintain, just that you need to pay interest, but you can still trade. It will not stop. So right now this is 60-60. There is no change. So I'll see if I have some more capital left. Let me just check once. So I'm left with some money. So I can actually add some more trades. Now anyway, both are equal. Okay, now I'm done with the money. That's because I do not have the. All right, so I'm left with some little money. But right now both are okay. Put is higher. So I'll have to compensate this here. Okay, so I think this would be my last adjustment for today. And I'll stick on to these stop losses, but I'm going to come little closer on this. I'm going to come to 8, but I'm going to exit off. This also, this I think I'll come to 12 and I'll exit off. All right, I think that's the. So right now, so I'm going to get rid of everything now. I do not want to do any more new positions at this point of time. And yeah, so conditions are probably I'll make it as 9. This is what is the 12, 13, right? So this is going to be 13, and then this also will be 13. All right. So right now, what I did was I had the sum of these two, right? 12.7. I had put as a stop loss the premium, total premium, and then I'm going to exit only off In case if it reaches 13, I'm going to exit off. And I will also put I had put a trailing stop loss in case if it goes down, right? I'm going to, this stop loss will come bit closer. That's all. I know call is bit skewed here, but then right now by looking at the open interest, the probability of this expiring above 24050 is very low. Let's right now, I think as you can see, right, these two become quite close to each other. One day profit goes to, yeah, possibly, yes. Sir, would you teach? No, I will not teach trading to my kids, definitely. I will not. Let them study at least. I mean, if they are interested, obviously they will learn, but I will not teach. I just want to let you know, Lalit, my entire generation, I'm the only one. My mom's side, there are about eight sisters. My dad said, not brothers, but then all the entire family, that entire generation, I'm the only one who trades. So I do not want that to happen next generation. That's fine. So this is 2012, right? So let me track here. So we're at the straddle right now, which I did not want to really reach here, but anyway, that's fine. Awesome, Lalit. That's great stuff to know. Glad for you. So I think 3 o'clock, I need to be very careful. Usually 3 o'clock, a lot of zero hero trades would come in. That point of time, I need to be very careful. So that point of time, I would actually reduce the stop losses to some extent. So right now, again, these two are equal. This is 90,000. This is 80,000. I think that's a good news. And let's see what's going to happen. So on that note, let me show one more screen very quickly. Yeah, here I have replicated the positions that I took, right? So 20, it's actually 20,000, but that's all right. CE and then the 12,000 PE. And right now I'm heavily loaded on the CE side. The reason is CE open interest seems to be quite stronger compared to PE. But I might be wrong. Anything can happen, right? So ideally, if I had money, I would have probably done equal. But right now, I mean, there is one more option to really exit some trades here and then put into P, but then both are equal. So right now, that's okay. And also, I'm going with a very assumption saying that it's going to expire at 24050. That's the basic assumption, right? So that's the reason. Let's see. So right now, even if I move from CE to PE, there is not much of a difference that I'm going to get from the returns perspective. Just that in case if there is a solid up move on the CE side, I'm going to save some money, but that's all right. So I do have the stop loss here somewhere. In case if I see there is drastic up move, I will make some adjustments. But otherwise, so right now, I think the synthetic future and these are becoming equal, which is good news. And today, being a monthly expiry, they will eventually become equal. And that's what it is happening. And let's see what's going to happen next couple of minutes. So this is still green here. So sorry, this is still red. As for if it goes to green, I will probably take some decision, but right now, as far as this is red, there is nothing to act. So because I'm doing very close proximity trades, right? So even one green, in fact, one up move might take away 1 or 2 lakhs here and there. In fact, one green candle here can take away 1 lakh. So I need to be a bit cautious and careful. That's all. Okay, stop losses I'm reducing to 10 rupees now, both the sides. Actually, I'll put 11, not 10. And also I'm going to exit 50%. Okay, Lalit, our background is from, sir, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, like Uttar Pradesh, right? I'm from Andhra Pradesh, but I'm in Bangalore for last many years. I think it's, how many? It's almost like 27 years, I think. Kind of moved here in 98. So Bangalore is my home now. Okay, let's go back to the trades now. What's happening? Stop screen. Share window. All right, I think first time it reached about 5 lakhs, which is good news. Let's also look at what is happening with the paper trade. Paper trade, nothing, and there is stop loss hit. So I'm going to exit this. So it doesn't make sense now. All right, so let's close this. Okay, so let's stay here, which is our main trade. Okay, so now the challenge is in case if it falls, right? So in case if it falls, there is the stop loss would hit. That's all, right? So I will let it hit. It is at level 11 rupees, and then I'm going to hit. I'm going to exit off of the quantity. That's the plan right now. See, I think our decision of getting into higher quantity and C is good. The reason is, as I said earlier, the OI is quite stronger here compared to PE side. I think that's the main reason I went with more quantity here. And also earlier it used to be 1 lakh, right? So right now it became 66,000, which is good news. And this is still 82. And I had put a stop loss here. Probably I'll make it as 10. And in case if 10 hits, I'm going to exit off of the quantity. That is to just to protect the losses. That's all. So by the way, I have reduced some 4 kgs, not because of illness, but I changed, made quite a bit of drastic changes in the diet. That's 4 kgs in 1 month. So that's a general information, nothing to do with trading. So the put is hitting 1 lakh. Let's wait for a few minutes and okay, so I think you were asking about the food. So it's basically some oatmeals, chia seeds, less rice, less tea, less coffee, less sugar, all those. I think the 10 was hit. Let's see if, but then the 10 was not exited. The reason was okay, I think it's going to go now. Yes, no, it did not go yet. Done. Okay, that's good. 16, 15. I'll exit completely. So this could be more of a stop loss trigger moves. All right. So which car do we have? So I have no, I do not have a luxury car. I have only Honda City Hybrid, which we bought in May, I think. It's a nice car. It's a EH something. It's a electrical plus petrol. As I said, it's just a stop loss hitting trade, right? So okay, let me again go back to 14. I do not want to get one more stop loss hit. So we had stop loss at about 10 rupees, right? So right now it again came back. So I can probably add a few more and then see. It is 50. Okay, I'll stop here. Both are equal now, 60, 60. I wish there is a life without stop losses, but that's not possible. The only good news is we did not exit entire trade, right? It's just half of the quantity that sometimes protects us. That is also one technique that some you can use. So right now 64.59, I can actually, when it becomes 70, I'll add, but otherwise anything 70 I will add, but otherwise I will keep it there. That's the virtual condition. 70, 70, 65. All right, I hope there will not be any hero zero trades today. Let's see. All right, so I was away from desk for a minute. What is happening? Okay. In the peak, it went to 5 lakhs, I think, but that's all right. What is this? I did not understand. Literally look. Yeah. I don't know what do you mean by that. Okay, so if I do have capital, I do not have capital, so that's a problem. Otherwise, I would add some more puts here. I can actually exit. So I kept some capital now, in case if because this is anyway it's 3.9, right? So in case if I have to do some adjustment, I thought I will make it handy. So right now, okay, so I can add some more puts here. So this is the biggest challenge in the expiry trade, right? So usually in the fag end of the day, you got to see quite a bit of a movement up and then down, and maybe I would exit at about 3 o'clock. I know you will lose about 1 lakh, but that's all right. So otherwise, you'll have to really do quite a bit of a drama there. No, I am not Dalit. I'm nowhere close to Rajnikant. So let's not do any more adjustments and what is happening. So this is 13 and then 18, right? So let me look at what is happening. P is 13. This is 18. All right, so let's save and book profits. Yes, so if it reaches 4.5, I will exit the trade. So that's the plan for today. Actually, I can set this also. All right, so I will exit the trade in case if it reaches 4,50,000. So right now the I'm still betting on 24050. I don't think the reason, as you can see, right? So what is happening is so whether the Nifty, if Nifty goes up or down, this is actually the synthetic future is revolving around 24050. So there is I mean, obviously there is no guarantee in life, but then there is a high probability that it will expire there. That's what I would think. And right now, anyway, the weighted average would start at 3 o'clock, right? So there is not much of a movement that would happen in the this one synthetic future. Let's see. Let's keep an eye, and then let's see if it is updating. It's straddle is 6.4. Yeah, I think that's all right. Okay, let's wait here. Yeah, these are all the stop loss hunting moves. Is again coming to 8.5. But anyway, right now, gone. All right, done with the trade. The reason is it's hit the stop loss at 4.4. I think that's all for now. And 1 second panel. Okay, I think this is a drop. That's all right. Okay, I think that's all. I'm not going to do further trades for today because stop losses were hit. I think we should be happy with the 4.4. And I think Lalit said 5 and then it got to 4. That's all right. So I will do some positional trades later in the day. But otherwise, that's all. Thanks for joining all of you, and have a great remaining day. And I mean, if possible, I'll join tomorrow or day after. But until such a time, have a great remaining day. Bye-bye.